Tony D and Little Joan with the Screenwriter's Rant on the Electric State, starring Chris Pratt and Millie Bobby Brown. They're in a post robot world where the robots rose up and then were, I don't know, killed because they rose up for their rights or something. It's very strange. But the story is something that Millie Bobby Brown has to save her brother, Joan. Little robot Joan. That's all she does is bark and poop. She wants to save her brother, and Chris Pratt goes along to help her. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy Heart in South Jersey. It's the Pineys. Books 1 through 15, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. From the Russo brothers. So, that gets my attention because they are good at making movies. Here, they were the directors of Captain America Civil War, Avengers Endgame, Avengers Infinity War, The Gray Man, But the rest, good stuff. And you got Chris Pratt here with a gun looking like Han Solo. So, they know what they're doing. And it looks like, is that Giancarlo Esposito? I think it is. So maybe he's one of the robots, or he's the guy who runs the robots. There's Stanley Tucci. I think he's the guy who runs the robots. And there's something about there's going to be a change in the world. They're going to change the world somehow. I don't know. The robots say funny things, and they get killed and crushed, and it looks kind of fun. Here, the robot carries this van with Chris Pratt and Millie Bobby Brown, and then the other robots use a trebuchet to hit them, and so here's everybody in it. All right, yeah, Giancarlo Esposito with Giancarlo Esposito and Stanley Tucci. So they're in it, but they're not in a lot of it. Brian Cox, Jenny Slate, I know them. Woody Harrelson, Jason Alexander. I have a sneaking suspicion some of these actors are just the voices of the robot. So I have a sneaking suspicion Jason Alexander is a robot voice, and Woody Harrelson, because I haven't seen. Oh, Anthony Mackie, I didn't see him. So a lot of good actors. I have a, March 14th, PG-13. It doesn't look bad. I trust the Russo brothers to deliver something pretty watchable. I mean, this is kind of cool. Chris Pratt in the hand of the robot, and he's got a gun, and they're fighting other robots. That sounds cool. I'm a little wary about this plot, though. Not really understanding the world, but I'm willing to give it a chance because of the Russo brothers. These guys, even the Gray Man, which I didn't really like, was still pretty entertaining. And it looks like there's a statement about VR and the atomization of human beings, and it's going to be a post. I don't know how well it does to do some sort of dystopian thing. It seems like doing a dystopian movie these days doesn't feel like something you'd want to do. You'd want to do something a little more positive, but maybe this movie doesn't seem very dark. It doesn't seem negative. It takes place in a sort of a post-apocalyptic world, but it doesn't seem dark. So I think I could get behind this. I'm willing to check it out. It's on Netflix in March, so why not? So first act, they establish the world. It's a bit dreary. Millie Bobby Brown wants to save her brother, and or hasn't heard from her brother, and then one of the robots figures out that he's still alive somehow. So she sets out on a quest. Chris Pratt joins her as the rough and tumble guy, and they travel across the country and battle the remnants of the robot armies or robot resistance. I'm not quite sure. Stanley Tucci is the evil corporate guy who built the robots or something, and we could all be happy when he falls down an elevator shaft or something. In the movie. And then third act, she finds her brother. Or maybe he's a robot now. Maybe he's turned into a robot somehow. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. But that's a good, the thing is, the Russo brothers know how to deliver a movie. Their stunts are cool. The robots look cool. So I'm willing to give it a chance. Let's see. Let's see if there's more info at the IMDb. I suspect there is. I know, Joan. I know. The Electric State. Like the design of the robots. That's fun. An orphan teenagers traverses the American West with a sweet but mysterious robot, an eccentric drifter in search of her younger brother. Okay. I guess. So it's billed as adventure, sci-fi epic, action, comedy, drama, dystopian sci-fi. Written by Christopher Marcus, Stephen McFeely, and Simon Stahlenberg, and the Russo brothers direct. That's kind of the important credit there, that they're directing. So I think you could be guaranteed a watchable movie with the Russo brothers. Even if it's like The Gray Man, which didn't quite come together for me, I think this will be 100% watchable. And you'll have no... I mean, like, even The Gray Man has some amazing stunts in it. Oh, man. Some great stunts in that movie. So, yeah, I think I'm on board. The Electric State. Chris Pratt, Millie Bobby Brown, March 14th. And that's it for me, Tony D, and Whiny Little Joan. Thanks to all who came out yesterday to the Shipment Mansion. And check out my video if you want to see some pics. Today, I will be at Cassiano's Coffee Shop and Sweetery in Hamilton, New Jersey from 4 to 7. And there are ghost tours going on in town. I'm not giving the ghost tour, but I'll be hanging out in front of Cassiano's and selling my books and talking to folks. So hope to see you there. We'll see you in the next one.